Now I am taking Financial Accounting 5 of final year BCom. Under that, valuation of shares. So balance sheet is given. Then given the adjustment is like this. Furniture to be depreciated at 10%. Then value of stock, land and goodwill is 1,20,000, 2,50,000 and 80,000 respectively. Debtors realized 80% of book value. Then find out the value of equity shares. Here we have two methods to find out the value of shares. One is yield method, the other one is net asset method. In this problem, market value of the asset is given. There is no value of profit. Profit is not given, average profit is not given. Only the market value of the asset is given. That means we have to find the value of shares under net asset method. We have to adopt the net asset method. So, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನೆಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ ನಾವು ಈಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So now we have to adopt net asset method because in the problem it is given the market value of asset. So net asset method, under that we have to find out the value of market value of asset. Market value of asset less liabilities payable to the outsider. So first take cash as it is, cash 2,000, then bank 20,000, bank 20,000, then debtors, see here it is given, debtors realized 80% of their book value. So book value given in the balance sheet is 80,000, 80,000 into 80%. So it is 64,000. Next asset is stock. So value is given here. Value of stock, land and goodwill is 1,20,000. So stock is 1,20,000. Then next one is land 2,50,000. Land and buildings 2,50,000. Next one is goodwill is 80,000. Goodwill 80,000. Then for next one is goodwill, stock is over, land and buildings is over. Next one is furniture. So we have to write furniture. See here, adjustment number 1 it is given, furniture depreciated at 10%. So the value of the furniture is 30,000 less 10% depreciation. Remove 1 0, 10% means 3,000. So we get 27,000 furniture. Then goodwill. So leave this one, discount on shares and preliminary expenses. So asset side ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಐಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮಿನರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಓವರ್. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ 5,63,000. 5,63,000. From this we have to deduct the liabilities payable to outsider. So liabilities payable to outsider. Leave the equity shares, preference shares, general reserve, profit and loss account. Then it is given bank loan. So we have to write bank loan. So inner column it is 50,000. Next one is creditors 15,000. Creditors 15,000. So total it is 65,000. If we deduct 65,000 from 5,63,000, we get 4,98,000. 4,98,000. Remember always, if the preferential share is given, if the preferential share capital is given, then we have to deduct here. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್. See the preferential share capital is 1,50,000. So we have to deduct 1,50,000. Then we get 3,48,000. We get 3,48,000. This is the profit available to shareholders. So this is the profit available to shareholders is 3,48,000. Once again, assets minus liabilities payable to the outsider less preference share capital. Why we are deducting preference share capital? Once again, it is also the liability payable to the outsiders. So first step is over. Second step, we have to find out the intrinsic value of asset, value of shares. Intrinsic value of shares. How to find out this? Profit available to shareholders. Profit available to shareholders. Divide by number of equity shares. Number of equity shares. So it is 3,48,000. Already calculated. Profit available to shareholders is 3,48,000. Divide by number of equity shares. It is number of equity shares. See the balance sheet. It is given 3,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. So number of equity shares is 3,000. So the value of shares under net asset method is 160. So the value of shares under net asset method is 160. With this we can end this problem. We can see another one small problem. It is like this. It's given like this. From the following information, calculate the value of equity shares. 5,000, 6% preference shares of rupees 100 each. Value is given 5 lakh. So preference share is 5 lakh. Then it is given 40,000 equity shares. Equity shares of rupees 100 each. No, of rupees 10 each. Amount is 4 lakh. Then it is given expected profit per year before tax. That is, average profit is given. Average profit is 2,60,000. Next is given rate of tax is 50%. Tax is given, it is 50%. Then transfer to reserve 20%. Transfer to reserve 20%. Then normal rate of earnings, that is NRR, it is given 15%. So from this information we have to calculate the value of shares. See here, the market value of asset is not given in the problem. In this problem, the average profit is given. It is important. Average profit is given. Normal rate of return is given. Then capital, preference share capital and equity share capital is given. So we can adopt yield method. So this problem alli average profit kottidare, normal rate of return kottidare ಮತ್ತೆ share capital ಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? yield ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಸೆಟ್ ನ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. So we have to adopt the yield method. So we have to adopt, the solution is we have to adopt the yield method. So under yield method, first we have to write the average profit. Average profit is given here 2,60,000. 2,60,000. From this, once again, formulas we have to deduct the tax, then reserve, then if any dividend is given, preference share is given, then we have to deduct the preference share dividend. So from this 2,60,000, first we have to deduct the tax. Tax is given 50%. So 2,60,000 into 50% is 1,30,000. So deduct it, we get 1,30,000. So once again, out of this 1,30,000, it is given transfer of to reserve is 20%. So transfer to general reserve 20%. So 20% means we get 26,000. So 20% of this one of 1,30,000. So 1,30,000 na 20% ಅನ್ನು reserve ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. We get 26,000. Deduct it. We get 1,04,000. 1,04,000. So next we have to deduct here. See here in this problem preference shares is given. If the preference shares is given, then only we have to deduct the dividend. Preferential dividend, not equity dividend. It is the preferential dividend we have to deduct. So less preferential dividend. So amount is 5 lakh. So within bracket 5 lakh into percentage is 6%, 6/100 into 6%. So we get 30,000. So amount 5 lakh, percentage dividend is 6%. So we get 30,000. So 74,000 is the profit available to shareholders. Profit available to shareholders. Then we have to find out the value of shares. Second step we have to calculate the ERR. Expected rate of return is equal to profit available to shareholders divided by number of paid up capital into 100. So available shareholder is 74,000. We already calculated. It is 74,000. Paid up capital is given. Share capital it is given. 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. 4 lakh. It is given 4 lakh into 100. That means ERR is equal to 18.50. So we get ERR equal to 18 rupees 50 paisa. Next we have to calculate the yield value. So yield value is equal to ERR divided by NRR into paid up value of each share. Paid up value of each share. So ERR already calculated 18.50. Normal rate of return is given in the problem. So NRR is 15%. Into paid up value of shares, it is given 40,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. So face value or paid up value of each share is rupees 10. So we get 12.33. 12.33. So the value of share under yield method is 12.33. So over 10.